Welcome back, everybody, to more We Play Dota 2 action. We are here in what is essentially our winner bracket finals, our round 2 match of the Group C. This is our group of death. We've got 4 teams who all have a lot of firepower, and then we've got QPad, Empire, Dignitas, and KP fighting over 2 spots in our round of 8. And we've got QPad versus Dignitas both winning their first matches. QPad managed to 2-1 Empire, and, well, KP, they fell 2-1 to Dignitas. So 2-3 game series. We're going to see what happens here in QPad versus Dignitas. I say we because Winter is joining me after having a long day of playing Dota 2 himself. How are you, Winter?
I'm very good today. Nice to be here to join you.
That's good. I'm excited. QPad are a pretty fun team to watch, especially when they get some of their sort of heroes, like known for their sort of Shadow Demon Kunkka. They like to run these dual lanes mid. And Dignitas are a team who, well, you mentioned it, they go very, very greedy with their drafts. They often don't really have a proper support hero. They like to run heroes like Clockwork as a support. They got Nature's Prophet in the jungle. And already right off the bat, they've got Darkseer, Batrider here. Two, not necessarily greedy heroes, but they can run a Batrider jungle. They've got an offlaner like Darkseer. They could still fit in the Clockwork as a support. We'll have to see how greedy they're actually going to go.
Yeah, Batrider and Darkseer are the heroes that can jungle very fast, and those are the types of heroes Dignitas like to go for. Heroes that can jungle and at the same time be useful towards the team so that they can maximize the farm all over the map.
Yeah. With the third pick, I mean, there's a lot of their sort of key signature heroes in the pool. The Gyrocopter for AUI is still there. The Clockwork, which they run as a support, still there. And the other big hero is the Lone Druid, which hasn't been picked up just yet. Not a hero that QPad generally play all that much. QPad's got the team fight from the Magnus. Now, if anything, maybe QPad want to pick up the Gyro themselves.
Oops,
Ooh.
There goes the Lone Druid.
Okay. They get the Lone Druid. So I guess if Dignitas want, they can take the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, Gyrocopter is... I think they have run it in all of their games. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Recently,
It's like 80% of their games they have it on their team, and the ones they don't, it either gets picked by the other team before them or it gets banned out. I'd be really surprised if they don't pick it here in their first 3, but there we go. Gyrocopter it is. So you've pretty much got your 3 core heroes here if they want to play a very standard sort of setup here with the Gyrocopter farming, Darkseer for the off lane, Batrider for the mid lane, but it's Dignitas. I would say one of those 2 heroes could well go into the jungle, either Batrider or Darkseer.
or they could do something Rattlesnake like to do. Run some weird dual lanes.
Yeah.
Darkseer plus Batrider in one lane is not something to be messed around with. It's quite strong.
Yeah, no, it's really true. And I think I remember back in the G1, the game 1 in the G1 league, they ran like an offlane with a Windrunner and a Clockwork, and it worked out really well with Windrunner Clockwork. So
Windrunner Clock was something very old school. It's very strong. Last time what we did in Dota 1 was because in the lane you can just keep spamming Power Shot and Rocket to annoy the carry farming. It's actually very strong.
yeah, Clockwork's still in the pool. I would expect QPad to ban out Clockwork, even though Dignitas have 3 farming heroes already, just because Dignitas don't even care about getting farm on the Clockwork. It's just about getting some levels. Fogged has been playing it as a 5-position support hero even, so they ban out the Rubik for now. Dignitas ban out the Alchemist, which is something QPad like to run every now and then, but with both Mag and Lone Druid, because generally for QPad it's Select who plays the Mag and the offlane. They don't often run it as a solo mid for Sing Sing.
I think I've seen him play it before though.
Okay.
But not much, yeah. Mostly it's Select handling that hero. If you look at the draft right now, QPad has a really strong mid-game, late-game draft. Tower, team fight heroes, taking down your towers with the Spirit Bear and the Edict, and reverse polarity to back them up. They feel very safe taking down your towers.
Yeah. Maybe they even go for the Chen if they want to go even more push, especially with that Shadow Demon banned out by Dignitas.
Oh.
I feel like QPad, I mean, you talk about Gyrocopter being picked up every game by Dignitas. Almost every game QPad have Shadow Demon plus Leshrac, it feels like.
Yeah, it seems weird that Shadow Demon is left out after so long. This hero is usually picked up right away.
Yeah, it did seem... I think because they were worried about the Lone Druid, they didn't want to give it to Dignitas, and I think they decided they could play it themselves here. They ban out Dignitas' Shadow Shaman, which is... I mean, you mentioned greedy heroes and greedy supports. That one, he's right up there.
Yeah, and I think that to be able to punish greedy teams, you need to play very aggressive from the start. Go pressure their lanes, and I don't see many teams doing that against Dignitas, which is quite surprising. What the teams often do is to compete their greediness, to be even more greedy.
Yeah. Well, it seems Dignitas is somewhat worried about that because they actually ban out the Alchemist, who is like the king greed.
No one gets more greedy than Goblin's greed.
Yeah. Or Grievel's greed now.
Yeah, Grievous greed.
I don't like the Grievels, but apparently they're here to stay. We've got to put up with them. Clockwork, the last ban for QPad. Dignitas ban out the Chen. So for QPad, I mean, their other support, their go-to supports are normally Shadow Demon, Chen, Leshrac. Maybe sometimes they pick up a Rubik, but all of those have been banned out. So they're going to have to go for something a bit different here with their other support. Not to mention, it'll be interesting to see how they lane this. You mentioned teams need to go aggressive against Dignitas, but right now, Lone Druid and Mag not here as good at being aggressive. Leshrac can be, but I feel right now QPad are going to just look to farm themselves up as well.
I think if they want to go aggressive, it's still possible. They can do an aggressive tri-lane with Leshrac and leave. Yeah, Weaver is a strong aggressive tri-lane. Weaver, Leshrac, and one more hero. They can leave the Magnus on the mid lane. Lone Druid is very, very strong 1 versus 1 on the safe lane. There's basically nothing much you can stop the Lone Druid from farming. It's very strong. So what they need more now is initiating stun from the next support, something like a Sand King.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Without some sort of a stun or a slow something to initiate, it would be hard for them to go offensive trial. But Sand King, the level 1 stun really short range, so not ideal, but they really isn't.
Maybe Sven.
Yeah. I think actually Sven would be better than a Sand King here, maybe, if you're going for that offensive trialing, depending what Dignitas pick. If Dignitas picked like a Nature's Prophet or something here, then I definitely think they should go offensive trialing.
You have to stop them from being so greedy.
Yeah.
If you don't stop them, you're just going to be in a very tough spot during the mid phase after the first 10 minutes because they have so much farm on odd. It's like all the heroes are farm and basically you're only farming your safe lane carry, and come mid point you have to deal with four heroes that's fat, or maybe sometimes even 5.
Yeah, no, it's something Dignitas are so good at doing. It's around like the 10 to 20 minute mark where they just start taking all your towers, and then those 4 heroes who are pretty farmed suddenly get 4 heroes who are really farmed, and then it's like 20-25 minutes in, it's like, oh, how do you stop their push when they've got 4 heroes with all these big items up?
Yeah, and with their lineup right now, QPad, they have Leshrac and Lone Druid to pressure down the towers, and Magnus as their team fight controller. I think they are in a very, very good spot right now to contest the early game, take their towers during a mid game with the Lone Druid and the Leshrac with the control of the RP. As long as they go to the off and challenge the safe lane to stop them from getting the greedy farm all over the map.
Yeah, and none of your sort of conventional supports are in, so they're going to go for a disruptor here. Not a hero that's that good against a tri-lane, doesn't really offer a whole lot, so maybe something which QPad can look at.
It's just very greedy because disruptor is very strong come mid point.
Yeah. Great for getting those little pickoffs. The silence
have
also
a lot
useful.
Of AoE control. Vacuum into the cooldown and the static storm. That's very strong combo.
Yeah. So for QPad, they're going to be careful because the static storm, the disruptor ultimate, can really hurt Mag as well as Weaver if you catch him in it, preventing him from skewering, upping. Weaver, you can't really get out of there either. So it does have a lot of strong potential, this disruptor pick.
The thing is so weak at the start.
Yeah.
It's just inviting the team to come aggressive tri-lane on you. Oh no, why?
Greedy?
Oh,
yeah.
They want to be more greedy.
Enigma jungle.
Sad. I'm sad.
Well, I guess they go offlane Weaver, or offlane Lone Druid maybe, and have Weaver farming the safe lane. There's a couple different options for him, I guess. Maybe even Lone Druid mid with Mag in the offlane.
Either way, the best option, I guess, for them is to run the Mag mid because Mag needs the early dagger to control the fight.
Yeah.
Furthermore, they can run the Enigma or the Lone Druid on the offlane, but I think it's going to be a Lone Druid offlane. Even a Weaver offlane is fine. Then the Lone Druid can send his Spirit Bear to pull for the Weaver. Lone Druid hero getting safe farm on the safe lane. Lashot will be pulling, Enigma will be jungling, maximizing all the creeps and resources all over the map.
Doombringer.
Oh, greedy to the next level.
It's Snaking. Snaking normally plays their solo mid, so this looks like a solo mid Doom. The only team who I've seen run a bit of Doom is First Departure. They were running Doom for a while, but they even haven't used it much recently. But
Rattlesnake ran Doom as well.
Okay, well, I guess it looks like support Batrider because Fogged picks up the Batrider, so
it's going to be a jungling Batrider, probably with they are sharing the jungle, Darkseer and Batrider.
Well,
The disruptor.
Darksy can go into the offlane okay, because you're up against a jungle Enigma, so I think at worst you get yourself against a
Yeah,
dual lane, so...
yeah, you're absolutely right about that. So I guess he might consider going down to the lane right away.
Yeah. As what's QPad going to be doing? It looks like they are going to be sending that lone druid to the offlane. We've got Select handling him. Over in the mid lane, we have got Sing Sing playing the Magnus in the mid lane. I definitely agree with you. You have to put the Mag mid. It's going to be the only... If Mag gets shut down, QPandas' ability to teamfight is really limited. We're going to have Jirax playing the Leshrac, Wagamama on this farming Weaver at bottom, and then finally Mini playing the jungle Enigma.
And for the side of Dignitas, we have their carry player AOI 2000 on his gyrocopter yet again. Way too sexy on the disruptor. Fog currently breaking down the trees as the jungling Batrider. And we move on to mid, Snaking on handling the mid lane. And last but not least, we are going to have the Darkseer played by Universe on the off lane. He's going to be in the off lane right off the bat.
Yeah, I think this is okay for him. It's especially if you get your fast level 2, level 3. Leshrac probably going to even focus a bit more on just getting some farm and XP using pulls. It's like you say, it seems QPad just want to fight greed with some of their own greed. They'll have the Leshrac who can get some farm, get some XP. Weaver as well. It's not going to be easy for them to put too much pressure on Universe. He's got a lot of regen. He's got the Stout Shield. They can't really push him out of this lane.
Yeah, but what I'm surprised is usually teams, I don't know about the Western teams, but the Chinese teams, they run Doom only when they're on the Radiant side because you can abuse the small camp right next to it with your Devour, as when you solo mid, and they don't usually do it on the Dire side.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. As we will see Disruptor pick up an illusion where he's looking to he sees Select at the top lane. He may actually look to just pick off this, well, he can't really kill it off, but he can look to just harass it quite a bit. Something you want to do. Spirit Bear also, I love what he's doing with the Spirit Bear. He's blocking this small camp from spawning.
Yeah, very smart.
Oh, way too sexy. He's trying to pull, no, he's not going to pull it in time. He wanted to pull that neutral camp to his own creep wave, and it doesn't look like...
Yeah.
He gets one, but...
I think he's going to be able to farm up the golems. Since the Batrider can't farm it with the Firefly.
Universe taking a lot of damage at bottom lane. Not going to be able to fight his way out of this one. Just going to have to rely on this Stout Shield maybe.
He's dead, I think.
Yeah, second Split Earth lands. First Blood going to go the way of QPad Red Pandas, and that's a really bad start. As
he should have used the double Iron Shell to get his level 2.
Yeah.
I didn't really spot out what happened, but he didn't have an Iron Shell on the creep. If you are against a dual lane like this, you really are supposed to get easy levels from it, not to die.
Yeah. And top lane, you've got the offlane lone druid. He's already pulled this creep wave to his tower, so he's going to have a much better time there. I definitely agree. It shouldn't have that much trouble. Even if they go on you like they did, you just back off to your own tower and wait it out. Let them throw some spells, but he does pay the price for it. And Batrider in his own jungle, he's been slowed down quite a bit because of his small camp being blocked out, and this makes things a lot harder for Dignitas.
Yeah, when you look at how QPad is playing the early phase right now, their plan is to be more greedy because of the fact that the supports Dignitas can't deal with the lone druid, or they killed the offlane Darkseer
once again. Edict being picked up early by Jirax. He's just so good at hitting these split earths. Even with no... He's the one who's... It's like when they do these dual lanes mid, and he initiates with a split earth. Oh, Select the top lane. He looks dead. He got pulled back by a glimpse into a rocket barrage from AUI.
I was wanting to talk about the Darkseer. The first mistake he made, didn't get the level 2 on the first wave. That really cost him his whole early game, to be frank. If he had his surge, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah. And he's still trying to go back bottom, even though he still isn't level 2, so he's really persistent. The wave is pushing out, so he should be able to get his level 2.
He doesn't have a choice because the Batrider is hogging the jungle.
Yeah. So we'll see Fog take the jungle there. He's up to level 2. Darkseer at bottom lane. Needs to be careful. Wagamama putting a lot of harass on him over there. This Iron Shell really hurts Waga.
Yeah, they don't really have two of the best heroes to deal with the Darkseer. All he had to do was to get level 2 in the first wave, and he should be able to do whatever he wants in the offlane, but he made a crucial mistake there by not having the 2 Iron Shells out on the first wave of the creeps. It's very important to have that done, so you get your level 2 up and your surge.
Yeah, and not only does he sort of lose the lane, he gives away 2 kills. It wasn't just the 1 kill, 1 mistake. It was 2 kills he gave up, and suddenly he's sort of a lot further behind.
He's just stuck in no man's land right now. He doesn't know what to do. He can't go into the lane. He can't pull the Ancients. There's no point of him doing it right now. But he can actually do it for the gyro later on.
Yeah,
but I think he still wants to go into the lane.
He wants that level 2 really badly. Snaking at mid, looking at Doom, he's doing pretty well against this mag. We're going to see 2 points in Scorched Earth, no points in his nuke in the level death just yet.
You can get it at, you have two choices. Either to get it level 2 when you're level 5, so it deals double damage to a level 5 enemy, or you can get it when you're level 6, you get only 1 point in the level death. It deals double damage to level 6. So when you have Doom, it's a good time to have your level 1 level death, so you can kill. Oh, he doesn't go for it.
Oh, another kill top lane. They've caught him out again. Level 2 Glimpse was enough to pick off Lone Druid once again at the top lane.
The support, I mean the offlane players are dying so much.
This is a kill at mid. Snaking has got no escape. There's going to be another shockwave coming in 1 second. Can he dodge it? Doesn't. Not even need it. He's got boots. He skewered him back into the tower, Sing Sing.
Yeah, he was very, very not safe there. Against the Magnus, when you're up in mid lane, you try your best not to go past the river section or not. You're gonna just always face the potential threat of getting skewered back to the tower.
That's the problem with like a melee hero versus a mag. It's so easy for him to line up those skewers if you're both going for CS.
You just can't be greedy. That's about it. When you see the creep wave up the ramp, you just can't risk it to go up again, to take the last hit and get skewered back to the tower.
Yeah, well, the good news is for Dignitas is they've completely destroyed Select in that offlane. He's a level 3, but he can't even resummon his bear right now. He's got no items.
He has less CS than the Darkseer? How is that even possible?
Yeah, he's struggling.
we thought the Darkseer did very badly, but...
It's going really bad for both Dark. Well, Darkseer's got less levels, but Select with no farm and nothing he can really do. It looks like he's going to resummon his bear and go for these ancients, but I mean that's not really a good long-term plan. Oh, and Doom, yeah. He hit level 6, but he didn't even get the point in level death because Sing is already level 7. Because Doom died, he hits level.
I think he has to, if he wants to take it, he has to take it at level 5, so he has or save the skill point before. But at level 5 he got 3 Devour, so he's not able to get what I mentioned before, 1 level death and 1 Doom at level 6, so you can go for the kill.
Well, he wouldn't get the kill, but because Sing by the time he hit level 6, Sing Sing was already level 7 anyway. So.
Oh yeah, because he got solo killed before. Yeah.
So maybe he decided as a result not to get that level death point, but we'll see how this mid game progresses. It looks like Snaking's just farming. He's not. It's Dignitas. Spend the early game farming, then once they get their items and levels, they look to push down towers and, well, I mean, use that gold to their advantage.
And Select is jacking the rune off the Doom.
Snaking.
He still wants to chase.
This looks like a dead Doom. Yeah, may as well. It's a free kill. There's no one nearby to deny this. Sing Sing is coming in on that.
He can use the illusions to deny himself.
No. Oh, Fogged is here. Sing Sing is... can he actually get anyone here? He's got enough mana for a skewer and a shockwave, but he's not going to go in looking for Fog. Uh-oh. It
could be dangerous though, I think. Oh no, Fog is still level 5, not level 6 yet.
Universe.
Bottom lane. Universe is in trouble.
But he's not going to do so. The splitter, yeah, just in time. Edict was there, Universe brought down.
So, how many times has offlane players died in this game?
3 each? The only death not on an offlane player has been Doom once the mid lane, the solo kill.
Yeah, because he got skewered back to the tower, but it's been all about the offlane players not being able to get as much as possible and giving away kills.
It seems both are having a really bad game. Like, Darkseer had a really bad start, Lone Druid just got caught out multiple occasions by... Well,
he was just so greedy after pulling the creeps back.
I think the problem is Disrupt is such a rare pick that teams just sort of underestimate how powerful that Glimpse is.
Yeah, but still you have to always be careful when you're in the offlane. You can't be too greedy.
Yeah, well,
because if you try to get that few extra last hit and you give up your life for it, it's not even worth it.
Okay. No, I agree. Definitely agree there. As we will see AUI going through sort of his Shadow Blade build. He loves to go for the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, and now the Darkseer and the Bat Rider are doing what we said before, what we discussed before, where they share the jungle.
The one hero we haven't talked about, and we're now seeing at mid lane, is Enigma. Enigma smoked towards mid. Doesn't really actually get a whole lot here. Is looking for a fast mech, but Enigma just continuing to farm. Do you think Enigma should be looking to push down some towers or get more involved soon?
Yeah, I think he should try to take down his first tier 1 tower at bottom lane. But there's also pros and cons about it, where if you try to do that, then your safe lane carry loses some of his
they've got Sing Sing. They glimpse him back after a Doom, and there's no escape. Centaur Stomp even being used. Everything going against Sing Sing here. He's going to be brought down. Deny, not going to happen. Mint Chip, oh sorry, Mini almost gets denied. Mini maybe going to pay the price for this. There's a black hole. There is going to be an RP. Sing Sing's brought back for this one. Can he get the RP off? 2 heroes, 3. He catches everyone.
4 heroes.
All 4
heroes.
The Split Earth to follow it up. What a team fight coming out from QPad. Can they bring anyone down though? AUI gets brought down by a shockwave. 2 heroes. Way Too Sexy is going to try to deny himself, but there's no neutrals.
No neutrals.
Where are the neutrals? He says, where are they? 4 heroes go down. What a team fight. Black hole RP, 4-man Split Earth.
Yeah, it was very, very good play by QPad. They decided that they could fight because Dignitas were so greedy they tried to kill the Enigma. If they killed the mag and just stopped chasing, stopped pursuing, nothing would have opened the window for Sing Sing to buy back and turn the fight around. That was very good play by QPad.
Yeah, well, I think going for the Enigma was a fine decision for Dignitas because they probably, I mean, sure he has Black Hole, but I guess they just, I mean, I think
it was still a bit too dangerous.
Yeah, the mag RP was what messed them up ultimately, but the mag buyback, sorry. And it was
because they couldn't react in time because he black hole and then he bought out. There was nothing they could do. They were stuck in the black hole.
Yeah, no, it was one of those things. As soon as the black hole landed, Sing was like, "Sweet, I've got this fight," and Dignitas paid for it. Dignitas now, I mean, they lose a lot of big key heroes there, Gyrocopter included, who's sort of their main carry and farmer at the time being, and he's got Phase and a Claymore, but he's still looking for that Shadow Blade, and it gives time for Select to catch up a little bit. He's up to level 5, just picking up. I mean, just having boots at this point is sort of progress for him in some ways. So for QPad, they're going to be pretty really happy about that engagement.
Yeah, they were the ones getting ganked. They used Doom, they used the Disruptor Ultimate on him, and they got 4 kills instead.
Oh,
Glimpse.
Jirax at bottom lane. Yeah, he did get glimpsed back down towards the river. Now going to get brought down. It looks like Static Sword maybe not
being enough. He should be
TP.
fine.
Really smart TP there. Doom couldn't get in there in time, and Doom doesn't even have any points in level death, so he doesn't have that disable unless he wants to throw Doom, but that's very costly.
Yeah, but I think it's alright for him to go this build. If you're going phase boots and
he's got
not much mana items,
stun, which is
not much mana items, and you have a Centaur Storm, you don't have enough mana to spend your level death.
He's going to be going for the drums, which will help out his mana pool, which I guess is in preparation for later on when he gets more points in level death. But just using spamming Devour, Scorched Earth, and Centaur Stomps, you need that sort of drum to boost up your mana pool.
Yeah, he needs something to boost up his mana pool.
Well, we may be seeing another attempted kill on mid lane. Disruptor's there. He's got the level 4 on the Glimpse, so max it out first. All we need is a Doom into a Glimpse, and it should be a kill.
Yeah, I think they're going to wait for the mech from the Enigma. Like you mentioned before, you were asking me whether QPad should take the issue as fast as possible to pressure and take towers with the Enigma, or they just want to sit back and farm. Right now, I think they could be waiting for the mech from the Enigma. He's just got it.
Yeah. So maybe they'll start and push Fog's going up. Fog's got a Blink Dagger of his own though. He's going to go flying in, looking for a pick off Sing Sing. He's already used Skewer, and it's not going to be able to catch him up. He's going to use a solo RP, trying to turn this around on Fog. Fog, can he actually get out of here? He's going to drop a Flame Break here. Now he's on the run, and looks like QPad, they dodge a bullet here.
Yeah, I think it was necessary for him to use that RP. He could have gotten Lasso there before if he didn't use his RP, and the things would have been difficult for QPad to respawn because his teammates were still very far away. So I think it was a good decision for him to drop the RP to save his own life.
And Batrider with a Blink Dagger, now QPad know, and they dodge the first kill, so smart play
How
from
many
QPad.
times have we seen the first Blink Dagger gank off the Batrider field all the time?
Yeah,
I've seen it quite a few times with LD already.
It's been happening a lot lately, and it's something where it should be the most effective one. You catch them by surprise, but it seems teams, they get the Blink and they really just try and force it too much. It's one of those things they're like, okay, we've got this Blink, we have to get a kill now, when they should just be a bit more patient.
Yeah, it's a big event. Sometimes in tournaments, players just get a bit nervous and they make some decisions a bit too rashly.
Well, QPad now, they still seem back in farming. We'll take a look at the goal graph, because, I mean, they've got an 8 to 5 kill lead after that big fight at mid, but it's only a 1k gold lead right now. Dignitas is, I mean, the Devour gold, the jungling Batrider, just sort of keeping up with QPanda with pretty reasonable effort here.
Yeah, but I think the sooner or later, if the game drags out longer, when QPandas starts to group up and take towers, that will be the time that it's gonna be difficult for Dignitas. Because they are like on mid lane.
They blinked in with the lasso. This time they are going to try to bring down Select. Doom as well being used on him. They really want this lone druid. He's got no backup. So
and the static storm as well. 3 ultimates.
It's because of the tier 1 tower. They can get a tier 1 tower out of it. So I think they decide it's worth it. But Enigma's nearby. Not going to be able to defend this though.
I think if anyone would have TP'd or was nearby, they could have turned the fight around.
Yep.
Enigma even has a mecha. If he was nearby or he had a TP, he didn't have a TP there. They could have potentially saved Select and with his black hole turn the fight around.
Well,
top lane.
Oh, top lane they're going in. It looks like bottom lane they'll try and get tower as well.
He cancelled his TP.
AUI does have the Shadow Blade to escape, but meanwhile it's bottom lane. The tier 1 tower being pressured by QPad. They really want this. Waga's going for it. Does get denied by the Darkseer. So QPad, they tried to go in and sneak that one, but both Darkseer as well as the Doom were there to help him deny it.
Yeah, and QPanda already started to ward the Ancients so that they know that Dignitas at some part of the game are going to start to stack the Ancients for the Gyrocopter.
Well, no Ancient stacking for them for the time being. Also, we're going to see a mech up coming from the Darkseer. So both Darkseer as well as Enigma looking to get that early teamfight item up. This Disruptor, way too sexy. Arcane Boots, Magic Stick for like 14 minutes as a support Disruptor. He's had a decent amount of farm.
He's almost level 9 at 14 minutes.
This poor Doom. His whole team's pinging him because he gets stuck in some trees. He's gone for a fast Blink. So, Blink, Centaur Stomp Initiation. He's going to be very starved for mana though.
Yeah, but I think as long as he has enough Magic Stick charges all the time before a big engagement starts.
Blink RP. They want to try and bring down Doom. He will get skewed back into a black hole. They return the favor. Centaur Stomp just in time. Oh, what a counter gang. The Glimpse cancelled the black hole. Now Batray's going to lasso Mini out of there. Doom, he's back to full HP already. Mini going to take a fall, and great counter initiation coming out from Dignitas. They kill off Enigma. They save the Doom. They're looking for more kills maybe. Lasso on cooldown now, but they turn that fight around so well.
Yeah, maybe a bit of miscommunication there because when he skewered him back, they didn't really follow up with the last shot spear.
There was a black hole. Wait, now we see another blinking coming from Doom. They're going to find Mag. He's trying to do some body blocking. He gets the Centaur Stomp, and Mag takes a fall. This blinking, slamming Doom is just working out. Leshrac not going to land the Split Earth, and now Leshrac needs to be careful. Weaver, he's made his appearance now near the mid lane, but there's so little he can do. Weaver's not a hero. Even with this early farm, can't really sort of go in and team fight.
Yeah, and Dignitas heroes are very, very effective at dealing a hero like Weaver. They have Lasso and the ultimate from the Disruptor, and not to mention the Doom as well to kill him. Weaver can't really join the fights early on. He's gonna build a Lincolns, but that's some sort of form to protect himself when he's split pushing. But I guess in a fight, in this game, I don't think he should join the fights too much. He should be split pushing a lot more.
Yeah, it seems like right now he's just going to catch up a lot on farm. In general, most of the Radiant team. Lone Druid starting to build towards his armlet. Weaver, like you say, can't really come to the team fights, just need to split push. And the problem is Dignitas.
If he wants to compete farm with the Gyro will always farm faster than him because of the nature of the hero. Flat Cannon just allows him to farm faster than Weaver. There's nothing much Weaver can do to basically farm faster than the Gyro other than going for a Radiance.
And Dignitas are getting all this tower gold all of a sudden. It's QPanda, because of the nature of their lineup, they can't really defend towers. Maybe with Mag RP they can take a team fight, but they don't really have much good follow-up damage. Yeah, Sing Sing, Blink, Lasso, even Static Storm being used. Dignitas just love to use multiple ultimates to ensure these kills. Sing Sing almost gets out of there. We're going to skewer her off, but not enough to keep him alive. Oh.
It's not like it's a 3-minute ultimate cooldown.
Yeah.
Both the Disruptor ultimate and Batrider ultimate are cooldown fairly fast. Oh, they're going to catch Select as well.
Again,
he's not in his range. He's not in his mini farm. He's going to die very fast.
Yeah, they're going to glimpse him back to the Ancient Spawn. They kill the Spirit Bear as well, so that's extra gold, extra XP. And Dignitas.
Yeah, and this is what happens when Dignitas is running such a greedy lineup, so mid-game centric, that you don't try to punish them at the start. Top lane.
They may be able to get snaking here. There's quite a lot of burst damage here. Wagamama, is he?
Should be fine, he should be fine.
The TP was enough. There's no mech on Darkseer, but Darkseer scares them off. Oh, Vacuum, he cancelled the TP. He cancelled the blind TP, and it looks like AUI 2000 is showing up to finish off Jerex. He's got no TP, it's already been cancelled. Doom's coming in, he's going to Doom off Weaver. Weaver Lincoln's not going to help him out. It looks like the level death, level 1 was used for that. Can he chase him down?
Doesn't have enough. Oh, he has enough for Blink Storm.
Blink Storm. And here comes AUI. Rocket Barrage, not even needed. No mana needed.
Very good play there by the Doom, realizing that he has enough mana with the 2 bottle charge and the magic stick.
Yeah. They did kill off Disruptor at mid lane, it looks like. Sing Sing got a kill on Disruptor, but that's really very insignificant for QPanda right now.
Yeah, I was talking about it before where if you don't punish such a mid-game centric lineup into the late game, even Dignitas late game is so scary.
Yeah.
If you don't punish it early on, this is what you're going to be dealing with during the mid game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so difficult.
They've got 4 heroes who are not even... They only ever really pick up one proper support, which is the Disruptor. And Disruptor... Silence is going to be useful at every stage in this game against a Mag
They have
Weaver.
to farm a Black King Bar on the Enigma and the Magnus before things can be easier for them to take the fight. But even if they have a Black King Bar, there's still Doom and Lasso to break the Black Hole. But if he doesn't get the Black King Bar, there's so many other spells that can break his Black Hole channeling.
And if you're looking to just sit back and farm those items, during that time Dignitas is taking towers, getting more items up, and just out farming.
And
really.
They have map control, and Roshan is basically there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Well, AUI's...
No, they're not going to do Rosh, they're going to just...
They haven't really got the damage to do it, it feels like. It'll take him a long time.
Oh, they're going to catch the lag again.
Yeah, even better. He knows it's coming. The shockwave from the Satyr says, hey, there's multiple heroes around me, but it's too late. He's already dead. There's no backup nearby, and this is his 6th death of the game. Batrider searching around.
He just has a very bad game.
Yeah.
And not to mention, they smoke, so it's very difficult for him to avoid that gank. And they planted a new observer. They already used 2 of their observers to block the ancient camp, and Dignitas weren't even trying to stack it.
Yeah, they've hardly spent any time. He's going to look to stack it now, but he'll quickly realize it is blocked off, I believe, once it doesn't stack.
Yeah.
And he's okay with it. They may not even bother to deward it right now. I feel like they're just like, well, he'll just farm elsewhere. He can farm the lanes, he can farm his own jungle. They're not going to be too worried about this being blocked off.
What they have to do now is just to secure more map control.
Yeah.
Probably even if it's some team that really prioritize on getting an early gem, probably after the Roche they'll have a gem and control the whole.
Batrider could easily pick one up when he has his Blink 4 stuff. Maybe even Universe on the Darks here, and
even the Disruptor after the Roshan kill can have enough gold for the gem. They're so rich.
And QPad, they're not even going for the tier 1 top. They were thinking about going for this tier 1, but I think they were expecting a gank, but unfortunately for them, little do they know Dignitas is actually in Roshan.
Because when you look at the vision they have, they don't see any hero at bottom lane, they don't see any hero at top, and
now they go.
Yeah, I think they just saw 2 heroes in the this ward here.
Yeah.
Saw 2 heroes, the Bat and the Disruptor, and they immediately pushed top because they knew 2 heroes were in the jungle.
Yeah, and even though they get the tier 1 tower, it's just such a small gain considering that we're going to see Gyrocopter now with an Aegis, picks up an Eagle Song as well, so we'll be looking for that Butterfly, and QPad, they just don't have the items. Sure, Weaver has a Linken's, but Doom doesn't even... Doom is probably more worried about dooming off either Mag, Enigma, or even the Leshrac. Yeah. Weaver doesn't do enough damage to really be worried about him.
I think he'll be prioritizing on the Magnus and Enigma. That's what he's going to do, unless they get the initiation first with the Batrider, and he can just save his Doom for the Weaver.
Yeah. They can win fights without even having to use the Doom in some cases here. They will be finding themselves sort of being counter-pushed at top lane. They've got Gyrocopter at bottom. Is there going to be any TPs coming top? Not yet by the looks of things. Gyrocopter, AUI 2000 will get RP to bottom.
RP.
He's got Aegis. He's also got Shadowblade here. He's going to be pushed back into the tower.
Yeah, his teammates are so far away from him. I think he's
so good. It looks like 2
Doom is nearby. Doom is nearby. He's going to bail him out.
Doom perfectly cancels the black hole. AUI going to drop the cooldown.
He stomped 3 heroes.
Oh my gosh, what a play coming out from Snaking here. AUI still in trouble, needs to Shadowblade his way out of this one. Not going to do so. The Mag with the Shockwave finishes off the kill. Meanwhile, Doom, he's chasing off Mag. Can he bring him down? Does do so with the Scorched Earth. And it's Leshrac who kills off Darkseer. So Doom in a bit of trouble now. Blink in 1 second. He can use this if he wants to. He will do so. Blinks towards his team. Fogged is there waiting with a Lasso, so we could see a potential initiation. No! Was that the Lasso?
Oh,
no.
He got stomped.
Oh, the Lasso's there now. With a Static Storm. Jerak's now on the side as well. He's going to get brought down as well, it looks like. This is just going... It's going horribly wrong for QPad. They're just getting picked off one by one. Oh, Mag.
He's going to try to skewer. Oh, glimpse.
They could have almost killed him there. I don't think they... I think that was like a panic glimpse. It's like, oh crap, we've got a glimpse because Doom was low, but Bat and Disruptor could have almost killed him.
He got a regeneration rune.
Man, that was a very hectic fight. And
I thought he saved his teammate already. What did he die? What did the gyro die from?
He died from a mag shockwave behind the tower. He tried to fight, and then like there was backup that came. Mag.
They're gonna kill the Enigma.
Yeah.
Storm again.
Blink, Storm, dead. He's got Enigma went for a blink, not a BKB, which means he's just so prone to getting ganked.
Yeah, in this situation, but it's difficult. Even I think he's thinking, even if he gets a BKB, there's still 2 spells that can go through it.
Well, QPad, we're gonna have to see how they look to try and get back in this game. It seems the only way they do so is with some huge wombo combo with a mag, blink RP, Enigma Black Hole, because their other heroes just don't have the farm.
Oh, he missed his Storm. He tried to kill Jerax.
Yeah, he's gonna try to chase. Well, he's not gonna try to chase him down too much. Just throws a level death.
Should be fine.
He's got 5k gold now, snaking.
Oh, he's gonna try Skewer maybe? Oh, Skewer's on cooldown, 3 seconds.
RP catches 3 at mid lane, not gonna catch the mag, there's no Skewer though! Needed that
1 second,
Skewer.
he just cooled down. His Skewer just cooled down.
Oh, Sing Sing now caught out in the Static Storm as well as in the little Tornado, the Thunderdome. And we're gonna see Darkseid pick up a double kill. Mag as well as Leshrac both take a fall, and Enigma without a Black Hole, not really much he can do. Cooldown doesn't really hit all too much here. It looks like they are gonna try chase down Weaver. Weaver gets brought back, he gets doomed once again.
Dooms again. He gets Doom again. Again.
That's the end of him.
His Storm was actually I thought they were gonna glimpse in into the Storm. That was gonna be a very big play there. Very good play, but they just used the Doom on him.
And everyone dies except Enigma Lone Druid, and right now Lone Druid's not a hero I think Dignitas
he has
care
6,000 gold, god.
Yeah.
The
Sheepstick, or what's he just bought?
He bought something. It's
Assault Crest? Shiver's Guard. He bought a Shiver's Guard recipe, I think.
Yeah, they glimpsed the Enigma out. He's dead.
Oh, Enigma dead now as well. Yeah, Flame Break into the low ground. There's no escape. Fog picks up another kill. He's 6-0-6. Jerax just trying to man up here. He's actually got an early point into the Pulse Nova, doing a lot of damage here. Fog trying to fly off the cliff. Will succeed in doing so. Oh, he just gets out of there. Meanwhile, AUI 2000's gone back in. He's looking for more blood, looking for more action. No tier 2 tower up on the top lane. Otherwise, Batroy could have been in some trouble, and everything just going Dignitas' way.
Yeah, just strength of the lineup starting to show during the mid game. Yeah. QPandas is having so much difficulty dealing with the mid game centric heroes of Dignitas, and it just comes down to the point where I started out with, where they didn't punish how greedy Dignitas were at the start, even though they didn't really started out the game very well. Doom getting a solo pick up by the Magnus, and Darkseid didn't do well in the offlane, but still their heroes are showing their true potential in the mid game.
Dignitas are just snowballing out of control. They've suddenly got a 15k plus gold lead, and it's all happened in the last 5-6 minutes.
Mid lane, are they gonna try and go in? Oh no.
Have they broken the Lincolns? No.
No. The mid fight just now, it was just so unfortunate that Sing Sing's skill was cooldown. He RP 3. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna go in. Mid lane.
Oh, Weaver's gone right into the disruptor. We'll dewater sentry here. Doom coming from the backline on the mag. Black Hole not. It catches out 2, but it just doesn't feel like enough. There's a split earth on top. AUI taking a ton of damage. Static Storm. Wombo combo from Dignitas, just tearing apart absolutely everyone.
GG.
And QPad. Nothing left but to GG. That was insane from Dignitas.
Their item advantage and level advantage is just too much already at this point of the game.
They played this so well. The Doom pick fit in really well. I mean, they got greedy. The only place where they were weak was the first 10 minutes of the game. Things were even.
The first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but they didn't even. They weren't behind. They were just dead
and yeah,
even.
they didn't even play the first 10 minutes perfectly.
Yeah.
Universe didn't. If the offlane, you were talking about, there was only a Leshrac and a Weaver on the safe lane to deal with the Darkseid, which was not supposed to deal with the Darkseid at all, but the situation turned out the other way, where the Darkseid wasn't able to level at the offlane at all, and Doom gave up a first blood to the Magnus, but and not the first blood, I mean a solo kill. But everything still panned out so well in the mid game. It just shows how strong they are in the mid phase.
Yeah, imagine this game if Darkseid does well at bottom and Mag doesn't get that solo kill.
If they had gotten a better start, like what you say, no solo kill, Darkseid got his level 2 at the first wave, and they were not able to kill him. I think it was going to be a very hard game for QPanda.
Yeah, well, QPanda are going to have to go into Game 2 down 1 game. Once again, though, they had the same thing against Empire. They'll be playing Game 2, I believe, on a European server, as I will switch on over. But they've got to win 2 games in a row if they want to win this group. The winner of this series wins this group in Group C. KP and Empire are currently playing in the lower half of the bracket. That's over on Beyond the Summit 2. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. Joining me has been Winter. You can follow his stream, which is twitch.tv/winter, or follow him on Twitter, twitter.com/winterdota. But we'll be back soon with more Dota 2 action. We've got the Game 2 between QPad and Dignitas coming up soon.